Hey, what's up everyone, it's Heikos here from iTechFlow, and today we will checking out the new OTTOCAST Play2Video Ultra. Now, this little box is designed to upgrade your car infotainment system by turning factory wired Apple CarPlay into wireless CarPlay, while also adding wireless Android Auto and built-in entertainment apps directly on your car screen. And I'll be using my iPhone Air to see how easy the setup is, how fast it connects, and whether it actually makes the driving experience more convenient. And don't worry, we are not watching Netflix while we are driving, hello! This is for parked situation, waiting in the car, charging, lunch breaks, or when your girlfriend or someone say, I'll be 5 minutes, and somehow that becomes half of episode. So without any further ado, let's get into it. So as usual guys, let's start with the unboxing and the first impressions. Inside the box, the OTTOCAST Play2Video Ultra is very compact. That's already a good thing, because in the car you don't want a huge device hanging around the dashboard or taking over the center console. The design is clean, simple and easy to hide away near the USB port. It feels like the kind of product you plug in once, set up and then hopefully forget about because it just works in the background. And this is exactly what I want from a car adapter. I don't want cables everywhere, I don't want complicated menus, and I definitely don't want to fight with Bluetooth before every journey. The idea here is simple. If your car already has factory wired Apple CarPlay, this adapter can upgrade the experience and make it wireless. And setting this up, it's pretty straightforward. You plug the Play2Video Ultra in the car USB data port, wait for the system to boot, and then pair your phone. For this test, I'm using my iPhone Air. The first connection takes a little bit longer because the car, the adapter, and the phone all need to recognize each other. But once that first setup is done, the main benefit is convenience. Instead of plugging your iPhone in every single time, you can get into the car and connect wirelessly. And honestly, that sounds like a small things, but once you get used to wireless CarPlay, going back to cables feels annoying very quickly. No cable hanging around, no plugging and unplugging, no forgetting your phone connected when you leave the car. It just makes the whole experience way more clearer. Alright, now let's speak about the wireless CarPlay experience. Once connected, the wireless CarPlay experience feels exactly what the most people want. You still get your usual Apple Music, calls, messages and supported apps on the car screen, but now without needing the cable. For everyday driving, this is probably the future most people will use the most. The important thing for me is the stability. If an adapter disconnects randomly, it doesn't matter how many fancy features it has, because it becomes annoying. During my testing, I will focus on how quickly it reconnects after starting the car, how responsive the interface feels, and whether music, maps and calls stay stable. Because for me, a car product needs to be reliable first, clever second. And now let's talk about the extra feature that makes this more than a basic wireless CarPlay adapter. The Play2Video Ultra comes with built-in entertainment apps like Netflix, YouTube, IPTV and Prime Video. This is useful when the car is parked, maybe you're waiting outside the shop, eating in the car, waiting during a school run, charging an EV, or just killing time before an appointment. Again, please don't be silly and watch videos while driving. That's not the point. But when parked, having YouTube or Prime Video available directly on the car screen is actually pretty cool. And for iTechFlow, of course, the first thing I tested is the YouTube. Because if my own videos don't look good on the car screen, then clearly we have a serious emergency. The interface is designed to be easy to use, and because the apps are already pre-installed, you don't need to spend ages setting everything up before you can try them. Another useful feature is the App Hub. Beyond the pre-installed apps, OTTOCAST says you can add up to 5 extra apps from the App Hub. This gives you a little bit more flexibility depending on what service you actually use. Now, this is not trying to replace your phone or turn your car into a full tablet, but it does give the car screen more functionality than standard CarPlay alone. For some people, wireless CarPlay will be enough. For others, the built-in apps and App Hub are what makes this more interesting. That's why I like this type of product. It doesn't just remove the cable, it's add extra use cases. And now let me mention the performance and the storage. Inside the Play2Video Ultra comes with 4GB of RAM and 32GB of storage. That matters because when you're using apps, streaming, switching menus and loading content, you don't want everything to feel slow or laggy. The website also mentions improved performance, dual-band Wi-Fi 6 and over-the-air updates through the Autopilot app. That's important because car adapters are not just about the hardware on day one. Updates can help improve stability and compatibility over time. Alright guys, let's wrap this up. So after testing the OTTOCAST Play2Video Ultra, who is this for? If your car has factory wired Apple CarPlay and you want to make it wireless, this is already useful. If you also want built-in entertainment apps like YouTube, Netflix, IPTV, Prime Video for parked use, then it becomes much more interesting. And if you drive an older car, something like this can make the infotainment system feel much more newer without replacing the original screen. The most important thing is the compatibility. Use the OTTOCAST compatibility checker and make sure your vehicle supports factory wired Apple CarPlay through a USB data port. If your car is compatible, the Play2Video Ultra gives you wireless convenience, extra entertainment features, app hub support and a cleaner setup overall. For me, the best part is simple. Less cable, more future and more modern car experience. Big thanks to OTTOCAST to sending me this product over and sponsoring today's video. So guys, it was Akos from ATechFlow. It was a OTTOCAST Play2Video Ultra caster, which I absolutely recommended. And I'll catch you in the next video. Peace!